Hey guys, it's time to Nephis and chill, and in this video you better get some protective gloves and goggles because we're about to embark on a journey into the depths of perhaps the biggest Elder Scrolls Online salt mine as of present time. This salt mine may even be saltier than when ESO Daily called out Gilliam the Rogue on not knowing how champion points worked or how Magic Dragon Knight worked. The contents of this salt mine may even be more lit than the famous rap battle between Kevdude and Deltia's Gaming back in 2017, which was so hot it fueled the rocket that was to be Cypher PK's Fortnite career. This comment section I'm about to show you may tower over any of the salty comments I myself get on my YouTube videos or YouTube meme posts from the Karens and Chads of the internet. I believe this video contains too high of a concentrated amount of sodium, which is very lethal and toxic, so make sure you also get a reading lamp from BenQ to make the reading easier on your eyes. Now, for those of you who don't know, Liko is one of ESO's premier content creators for PvE, DPS builds and rotations. He became one of the first 12 people in the world to get Godslayer. He was also the first man who made love to the Iron Atronach raid dummy ever since it came out over the course of multiple patches, and then proceeded to post those dirty sex videos on YouTube without somehow getting demonetized. And let's not forget that he was responsible for the major surge in veteran Cloud Res carries because he kept using Sororia for 30 patches straight. Fast forward to the present time where he uploaded a video, but this time on another juicy Andy S PC add-on called Perfect Weave, which basically doesn't let you cast a GCD skill until you successfully light attack. And my goodness, the comments. Hello, console players. This was quite a masterful pin by Liko. This Andy S, as I mentioned, is the creator of the add-on. Let's see if anyone took the bait. SMH, Q-kiie farm, LMAL. Hi! I like this guy. Hi! And, well, no salt yet. Alright, looks like my comment got a fair amount of likes. Add-ons are cheating, keck. Alright, let's see what replies I got. I really can't believe that of all people, that you would support use of this blatant exploit. Felix the Fearless says. Chodis asks, how is this an exploit? How is it not? You press a bunch of bullshit without the add-on and get 50% of your light attacks. You press a bunch of bullshit with the add-on and you get 100% of your light attacks. That is an outside application improving your bullshit actions. EX. I almost said EA Sports. EXPLOIT. Exploit. Anyway, I like how he just immediately assumes, like, you know, like my thoughts on the thing. I'll give my complete serious thoughts at the end of the video, but for now, let's enjoy the ride. You know what I mean? Let's see. The Fire Legend says, "Cry more, please." To Felix the Fearless. All right, let's see. Let's keep going. Let's be realistic. Alex McGill says, "PC and console are playing two different games at this point. Actually, it's been that way for a while, but this is laughable." All right, let's keep going. Is that only me that feels like the amount of practice I did parsing to become an above average player were in vain? Well, we'll see about that one, I guess. Let's see. Next, you're going to tell me there's an add-on that prevents you from bar swapping when you get overloaded in VCR? PC players, I swear, is shaking my head, SMH. The funny part, this is a PC player. Let's get the comment. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Finally, now I can have my classy rep butt carried by add-ons even more, Maisel said. Ah, yes, one of my fellow colleague class representatives being exposed in the YouTube comment section for having no skills by using add-ons. BK, even BK commented. Honestly, is nobody gonna talk about the thumbnail? You nailed it perfectly. The symbiosis of machines and humans displayed in a recreation of the creation of Adam just tells us how humans can do it themselves and don't have to. So, sorry, just woke up. I thought we were heading into the salt mine, not the philosophy mine. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, let's see. Cries in PC. Can't get good? Need add-on. LOL. Finally, no longer spamming 5 endless hails in a row. Alright, let's see. I don't know if this add-on is over the line, but it's certainly on top of it. LOL. Would kinda put to question future world firsts and records that PC players accomplish. No disrespect, but the add-on, add 1, and combat prompts that you already have are game breakers already. Surely this takes more joy from your game. I don't understand this, dude. Like, console players always ridicule PC players no matter what. Honestly, as far as back as I can remember, you know what I mean. Even 2017, people were, oh, you got, you know, it's not fair because you got to play on PTS, so there's no such thing as a world first. So even without this add-on, people are still going to be saying, oh, you know, that's not really world first, or that's not really a record. That probably wasn't hard. I would actually like to see these players come to PC and do it. And you know, I have had console transfers come over to PC. Like half of them are really good, and the other half I don't hear from ever again. But anyway, this is pretty funny because he also says, you already have our game breakers already. Do these people know when ESO released and on which platform it was originally for? I don't know. I think the spoilers are already in what I'm asking here. Let's get the replies here. Wild Child said they enjoy the PC just playing for them and not needing skill for Godslayer. Alright, Godslayer. Where have I seen this one before? They should all be banned for using an exploit. What? Oh man. Okay. Oh wow, Alex McGill replied, or said. So PC ESO really does play itself now. FFS, or for fuck's sake, for those of you who don't know what that means. How is this allowed? It's essentially a DPS booster. Essentially, I don't know wait. Okay, I don't know he replied to himself an hour later. Looks like he had to, or like, I don't know, like right after. Essentially never have to worry about weaving again, following mechanics while button mashing for perfect rotation and best possible DPS uptimes. Oh yeah, fuck's sake, I'm migrating to PC. Welcome in. You're more than welcome to. Alright, I'm one of those sick fellas that likes all the Dark Souls and Bloodborne games. That is pretty sick. I don't know, a good challenge just does something for me. Very glad I chose to stay on console. It's true struggle, but very rewarding. That's like this is a pretty false like equivalency right here. Like the nature of a difficult video game being compared to the nature of how a game functions across different platforms or servers. I don't know about that one. That's pretty far-fetched to me. That's like shooting yourself in the foot or maybe in the heart and then trying to run a 100-meter dash against someone who's more prepared or more trained than you or just has more innate advantages and then, you know, praising yourself for it. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's see. But why? Question mark. Trash. Lol. No fucking way. Edit. Shitters are gonna download this and think they can suddenly clear content. Whoa, that's pretty toxic. Alright, what is this? Shitters can't download if they don't have PCs. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, down the mine we go. Down the mine shaft we go. Alright. ZA 6 months from now. To reduce the skill gap between high APM and low APM players, we have made adjustments to the weave system to make it more difficult to miss light attacks. We expect this to work well due to the success of certain add-ons. 12 replies! Let's see what happens here. Exactly, said Felix, making a special guest reappearance. This is an exploit. LMAL, Felix the Fearless, replies frontend. It's a core feature in the game now, and it isn't going anywhere. Live with it. Sunglasses face. You're right. It is a core feature for PC players to use these exploits. It's still not going anywhere, Felix. Better get good and L2P the game. I'm good to go. I can do what I need to. But as far as you saying that isn't going anywhere, I'll disagree. It's my new mission in life to get this kind of exploit called for what it is, and to get it banned from the game. If ZOS cares about balance so much and they don't want people exploiting the game, I'm confident they'll get rid of it eventually. I just hope they also ban everyone who uses it. I don't think this guy knows how add-ons work, or how the add-on API works. The point of my post was to say this add-on is in line with ZOS stated objectives of narrowing skill gaps. They rarely think of these kinds of changes, but have shown willingness to add things to the game when add-ons make improvements. So I'm saying this will be a part of your code within the year. Yeah, add on about that one. And what a huge disappointment that will be, said Felix. If they wanted to help low-skilled players, they should put more effort into teaching them how to improve. Or they can go to outcasthq.com. Not rewarding them for mashing buttons. What a shame. I'll join you on that one. This is essentially just making the game easier and boosting DPS at the same time. PC player have no right at all to say get good. If they took off all the add-ons, they couldn't even clear FG1 on normal. Anyway. The sad thing with that is I would still beat 90% of console players in a duel, and I'll parse 90% of them on a dummy even without any add-ons. Console players are a meme in this game? What? And ridiculed on any respected Discord you can find? What? Because of your piss poor theory crafting and general lack of knowledge in this game? I don't know what this guy's talking about now. There's salt everywhere, dude. Why would console players lack knowledge compared to PC players? Oh, wait. Because you have add-ons that literally guide you through all content with mechanic notifications that warn you before they happen. And now you have 100% weaving from button mashing instead of timing. You have active DPS trackers, so you know exactly where you stand mid-content and can alter skills accordingly to see what skills bump up active DPS in which content. Blah, blah. The list goes on. I feel like he just kind of lost his train of thought here. Your opinion means less than nothing because we are playing two totally different games at this point. And don't get pedantic on me. I love a good and well-structured retort. And then he replies again to the same guy. You've essentially got a game master typing directly. What? You've essentially a game master typing directly onto your screen, telling you what to do at all times. Like I say, don't need your opinion as the foundations of the game are totally different comparing the PC to console. But you wanted a retort. How do you get a retort without the opinion? And console are ridiculed on every Discord question? I don't know that one. Why, might I ask? And how would you know? Or let me guess, you are in the 0.1% of players who hold an entitled opinion about everything and everyone about the game. In multiple Discords to run raids and dummy him for 10 hours a day. Who parses on a dummy 10 hours a day? Tries to squeeze out 3 more DPS. I mean, if you're only, you know, after 10 hours of DPSing on the dummy, and you only get 3 more DPS, you need to, like, reevaluate what the fuck are you doing. Sad life. Fad. So don't shoot down console players that outskill you. If you're so confident, get your ass over to console. Or let me guess, you'll claim you do play console and you're top 1% on that too, which would be a lie because it's the internet, and that's what people do. What? Doesn't that mean he's lying too? I don't know. And lastly, back to my first point, why ridicule players on console who can't theory craft as well as PC players due to lack of add-ons and analysis? I actually agree with this one. It's hardly the console player's fault. Instead of putting down others, realize you are in a better position than console players. Elitists are wonderful little enigmas. So serious over pixels. What? Yes, my argument is serious and it's about pixels, but it's more aimed at your opinion and not the game itself aside from this add-on, which is ridiculous. Again, don't get pedantic on me. Cries in console. Okay, let's see. Oh, looks like we got a comment from Skinny Cheeks. Let's see. Looks dope. We'll definitely check it out for my upcoming testing. Had no idea it existed. Thanks for sharing, dude. Let's look at the replies here. I can't believe you would use an exploit like this. Is there a PC player out there with integrity? I guess the last PC player with integrity was Delta. And Skinny replied, I mean, if someone tells me it is against TOS or terms of service, of course I won't do it. Otherwise, it isn't an exploit, my friend. He is memeing, LMAO. And then Felix replies to Defy Legends, I love to see it. See what? That made no sense. Meme? Question mark? A picture of you memeing? I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't speak the slang the kids are using these days. No cap, high key, let's get the bag, paid. Homie, yo chew. I'll look it up on Urban Dictionary or something. I don't think these two even know what the fuck they're talking about. I think they're like not even on the same page. Yeah, you're definitely a meme, LMAO. I don't even know what that means, kid. But thanks. How do you not know what a meme is? Come on. Come on. Come on. Memes were kind of a thing before the internet and in the word itself as well. What? I don't believe this person anymore, dude. You cannot possibly not know what a meme is. I'm a boomer and I know what a meme is, dude. Anyway, let's see. No, there isn't. Not anymore. I have no idea which statement he's replying to. Just realized that PC console are 2 different games. I realized that a long time ago. This is very bad for the ESO community. Swaglord.gg would never promote this add-on. Alright, let's see. WildChild434 again. PC players might as well complete the last thing they need for the machine to play for them. They already barely have to have skill, because add-ons tell them how and when to do anything. Why does it sound so familiar? Respect PC even less. Oh, this is the same person. Y'all don't even need skill to clear anything like console does. Preach. Yeah, that group. Denkus Mima says, yeah, that group with all the world records totally just got carried by add-ons. None of them had any skill at all. Right. Console players relax on the couch with a controller. It's way easier to light, attack, weave on the controller than it is to do on keyboard. Lol. How much skill does it take to simply respond to prompts on your screen? PC players don't even need a Ray leads to call mechanics or anything. I don't know about that one. Just follow the prompts and mash buttons. The add-ons will fix everything else. Yeah, if you really think that, then you've clearly never played on PC. Oh, what the fuck? Oh man, isn't this pretty busted add-on, Shrooms asks? Depends on whose point of view, I suppose, replied Liko, calmly. And Shrooms replies like a normal human being. True, I guess. I can see multiple perspectives on this. And then Felix comes in with an exploit! He comes in the chair! I'm just wondering if this add-on is too OP for Zos and will they take it down? Well, I'll talk more about that later, I guess. I like my thoughts on it. Have you considered a career as a salesman, mate? That's hilarious. Alright. I heard console has more skill now. Oh, this is gonna be juicy. 8 replies here. They don't have any add-ons, says Eric. I'm a PC player, but I recognize that console players are more skilled than most of PC players. Yeah, that's always been kind of debatable. Always did, lol. PC has prompts for literally everything already before this. PC players need a butt ton of add-ons to clear literally anything. Skullface to imply that we got wrecked. Definitely not always. Back in pre-Morrowind, were there no add-ons that granted us actual advantage in combat? But now you don't even need to know what you're doing. You have a coach saying everything you need to do and when. I don't use these kinds of add-ons because I feel like they'll make me dumb and lazy. Oh boy. We can have an entire conversation about why this is not true. But anyway, he goes on. PC players used to be better because of the extra time we had to learn the game, and playing with keyboard and mouse is more comfortable than a controller. Not for everyone. Now some console players actually got good and can deal the same DPS and make the same mechanics without add-ons. I definitely respect that. You should be banned for... This guy's coming in with the chair, dude. You should be banned for using this exploit. I love how this guy's like, I'm on PC. I don't use these add-ons. I support you guys. And this guy's like, you should be banned for using this exploit. You're a PC player? You should be banned, dude. Just ban the PC players. Easy. Anyway, let's see. Let's keep going. I don't even know what the hell this is saying. We're gonna have to Google Translate that one. I wish these add-ons were possible on PS4. Oh my god, is that Liko from Liko GG? Zos won't ban this cheating software? How about an add-on that lets you preset the rotation and just play the game for you? Again, this has to do with there's so many misconceptions. Exactly. Ban them all. Alright. Let's see. I'm not bad light with tat weaving. Okay. Who needs to be good? The computer will do it for you. Can't believe Skinny Cheeks is here advocating this? Oh, that is true. Skinny Cheeks did comment on this video, which means automatically he's advocating for this. He's a cheater. I'm sorry, Skinny Cheeks. I'm gonna have to do this right now, my man. I just can't in good conscience stay subscribed to your YouTube channel. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Skinny Cheeks. But you brought this onto yourself. How dare you play on PC? Alright, let's keep going. Oh, that's pretty funny. Okay. Let's read the replies. Cry more, please, says Defy. Same. Really disappointed. Oh, man. Showing you true colors, I guess. Crying, laughing face. Yeah, says Iron Wolf. Console players are miles better than PC players. They rely too much on add-ons. I switched to PC for a while, and half my raid team was whining about an add-on not telling them a conduit was up, instead of just using their eyeballs. Half what? Conduit? Was half your raid team like tanks with Alkosh? Why would people be worried about conduit? You have to go on without me, brothers and sisters. There's too much salt for me to intake at this point. I have to watch my cholesterol level. But anyway, if you guys are actually curious about what add-ons can actually do and what how they're developed and such, you can definitely check out the ESU podcast with Soliner, who is an add-on developer of things like combat metrics. It's pretty enlightening. It's very shows a lot actually, if you are actually interested. And but yeah. So I want to talk about the add-on itself, Perfect Weave. So personally, I don't know. I have like mixed feelings about it. But personally, I wouldn't like use this add-on for myself for two reasons, and I think plenty of my fellow in-game players will probably say the same thing. The first reason is I don't need it. I just don't need it. I think for some people with like hyping and stuff, or other issues, yeah, it could definitely be a quality of life thing. The second thing is, if even if I were to really want to use it, you just never really. I personally just never really want to rely completely or mostly on like an add-on for stuff like this, because maybe in the future ZOS will look at add-ons like these and be like, oh, well, maybe we should consider changing the API, which has happened a few times in the past for certain add-ons like Miats PvP add-on. And yeah, that could be a thing. But personally, I mean, if you want to use the add-on, you should. If you don't want to use it, whatever. No need to be salty about it, in my opinion. Also, I want to touch on a few things, I have to talk about this a lot when I stream, especially when I'm streaming on Xbox, and or people come in and they're like, oh, what's it like playing without add-ons, or oh, I bet you can't do things without add-ons. And I've long predicted to go, and if you look at the previous YouTube videos I put out, just from the comment sections, which are also salty for whatever reason, people are like, oh, you got carried. So I predict this some time ago. Like, first people will say, oh, you're a PC player, you can't play without add-ons. And then once I start playing on console, I predicted, oh, people are going to say, oh, what's it like playing without add-ons? And then I was right. And then I predicted as well, like, they'll eventually start saying, once they start getting, some shit done, oh, you were just carried. Because, and if you didn't pug, it's a carry. And guess what? The comments on YouTube prove that. Prove me right again. And then next step is probably going to be like, you're just the exception. But still, most PC players are bad. And there's this whole issue. I don't know what it is about pride on for a platform. I don't really care if you're PC, PlayStation, Xbox, but pride for a platform is kind of cringy. It's like console wars all over again. Like, oh, PlayStation's better than Xbox. Who gives a fucking shit about that shit? But anyway, you do you. Whatever, I don't care. But I want to touch on a few points regarding add-ons. I see this all the time, especially in Liko's comment section. Add-ons playing the game for you. That's not true. Typically, this is something a lot of console players say without even ever actually playing on PC and seeing what the add-on limitations are and how they get affected personally by the add-ons. Add-ons don't automatically make you a better player. This add-on does not make you a better player either. Sure, it might help you clean up your live attack ratio, but in actual content, I don't think it'll make you a better player. And over the years, I've seen comments on my YouTube videos saying, oh, you just press a button and the add-on does your rotation or something. Or, oh, if you don't have add-ons, you'd be able to get it or get the clear, whatever. Which just shows a misunderstanding or ignorance of how add-ons work, and also ignores a large part of the history where we didn't have as many add-ons back then as we did today. And yet back then, when we didn't have that many add-ons, people, console players still, disparaged PC players for using like a couple add-ons. So you can't really win with this, no matter what. There are some people whose minds you can't really change, but it is pretty fun seeing their salty comments, for sure. It is pretty hilarious, and that's all I'm going to get out of it, just comedy. And it is something to note that also every console transfer I've talked to in the past has said that the biggest difference for them moving over to PC was actually not the add-ons, it was FPS, which is pretty telling. And yes, it is true, as pointed out in many comment sections, that console transfers who didn't do well on console, surprise, didn't do well on PC. And the good players who did well on console did terrifically well on PC. I think the irony here is, when I'm looking at this comment section, is the fact that Lulu and Liko are console transfers themselves, which speaks to the fact that skill is universal, regardless of platform or add-ons. But, people don't understand that. But again, this is a pretty funny video. This is a pretty funny. I mean, I had a lot of fun just reading the comments. Hopefully you guys had some fun too and got a kick out of it. Another thing I just want to touch briefly on, last thing before I let you go with the video, is there was a comment earlier on in the video that was like, oh, I don't use add-ons because it will make me stupid or lazy. So the thing with this is, a lot of people are comparing PC to console, and you should be, when you're talking about add-ons, you should be comparing PC to PC. No sane player is going to be like, oh, PC, like, just because we have add-ons on PC doesn't automatically mean we're better than the console. No sane person is going to do that, be that, because there are severe limitations on console. However, I will say that the add-ons don't make you lazy or stupid. Imagine this, if you will. You are a PC raider, or you're trying to get into raiding. You have the exact same you are on the exact same playing field as other PC players. Let's forget console players. Let's say you come over to PC, or you start on PC, you try to get into raiding or whatever, and you have the same add-ons, you have the same everything. You have the same notifications, or the so-called the add-ons that play the game for you, and maybe you make a mistake, maybe you die, maybe you still die to the same mechanic despite having these add-ons, despite having the same exact advantages that everybody else has. What does this do? Does this make you stupid or lazy? Actually, no. If you keep messing up, who's gonna take the raid spot? Who's gonna be the better raider? Who's gonna be the better player? Having the exact same advantages as you. It actually pushes the skill ceiling a lot higher, because you cannot afford to mess up, because there is no excuse. Maybe there's an excuse on console. Oh, I didn't know that I had the taking aim on me because the game, I don't have an add-on. But on PC, if you can't roll dodge a taking aim or some other mechanic or fill a mechanic, despite having these tools, you're bad. So, so it's not that the fact that the add-ons make you lazy or stupid or make the game easier. It actually makes the game at a certain point harder, especially competitively, because you're comparing yourselves to other players. And if you're lagging behind with the exact same tools, well, what does that say about you? You know, so there's a lot of factors that not a lot of people think about when they look at add-ons. But this is a pretty old topic. This is a pretty dry conversation. No matter what I say at this point, the same people that say add-ons are cheating, or, you know, PC players are bad or console players are bad, can't change their minds. Best thing to do is fucking laugh at it. It's hilarious. Just laugh at it. But anyway, this was a terrific salt mine. Big thanks to Liko. Make sure you check out this video if you guys are actually curious as to how the add-on works. He shows how the add-ons, how the Perfect Weave add-on works. Shout out to NDS for making an add-on. And yeah, this is pretty fun. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and have a good one.